every holiday look requires some eyebrows. So I'm going to be using my Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit and just give myself some really simple brows today. Nothing too serious. And I'm just kind of filling them in a bit. You know me. So I just put a little bit of this L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in 385 Amber. I like to take a little bit on hand and kind of follow it through. And then I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same process on this eyebrow right here. BRB. I'm going to take a little bit of cocoa butter because my skin is so dry. During the cold months, my face does get very, very dry. Now I'm going to take a little bit of my e.l.f. Putty Primer. I'm literally almost out of it. Look at that, y'all. So I'm just going to put this on areas of my face that I know get very wrinkly and oily. So I am not going to switch it up for the holidays. I do still love my Anastasia foundation, and this is the 430W one. It just kind of blends with my neck and chest area. And I'm still using my favorite brush. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush, which I always link in my description box, as well as the products that I am using. So for the holidays, you do want to make sure that you have beautiful, luminous skin. So while that foundation is really settling on the skin, I'm going to go in with some concealers. The first one I'm going to use is the Infallible Full Wear Concealer. And this is in 385 Amber. I'm going to just do my regular highlighting routine. I'm going to switch over to my Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline, and this is in the shade Golden. Kind of mixing it. And that's how I kind of blend my brows together. Alright, this is the e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer, the hydrating finish, which I like for my face. I'm only going to do a little bit. And then take a brush. I'm kind of bringing it on the cheeks a bit. I'm going to take my beauty sponge and kind of blend it with my makeup and repeat the same steps on the other side. I just love how that warms up the cheeks. Don't mind this. I kind of let that sit on the skin a little bit. And this, I'll just take my brush and blend it into my hairline backwards. Don't want to blend forward. You always want to blend backwards. It's a little bit red, so I'm just going to go back and forth between my brush and my sponge to really pack this on into the skin to give it that more bronzed look. I'm going to go back in with my foundation brush just to kind of go over everything. And I feel like this is like the majority of the look, just making sure your foundation is really, really nice. And again, I'm a very full coverage kind of girl. So this is me when I'm doing like full coverage glam. You know what I mean? And making sure everything is nice and together. A major part about holiday makeup is making sure it's nice and set. So I'm going to take my One Size Beauty powder, and this is in the shade Translucent. Take it with my sponge. And everywhere that's shiny, I'm going to go ahead and set kind of over your brows a little bit, but don't be too harsh. You don't want to smush your progress of the brows. And then I'll come back later to kind of set my contour and such, but I did want to go ahead and make sure that my face is nice and set while I get my eyes done. So I'm going to take my bronzer. This is the Fenty bronzer in Cocoa Naughty, and what I like to do is just kind of take my bronzer and place that into my crease area. This is just a one shadow look. You can do this with a brown shadow, a tan shadow if you are a little bit lighter than me. But I just like the color of my bronzer, and I also kind of bring it down on my nose, really. Nothing too serious, but it does give my face a more centered and contoured look. I love this bronzer. It's like so beautiful and pigmented, and it can be used for a lot of different things. And notice I'm kind of leaving this part of my brow blank. I just think that's important because it shows that there's like a gradient between. So already, can you guys see the holiday vibes kind of going on right now? All I've done is added this bronzer to my look. So ladies, if you're interested in a beautiful bronzer, I really think this one is so freaking good. Like, Fenty is just killing the game all 2020 between skincare and the new cream lips. I want to try those so bad. So now we're going to go ahead and hop into the liner. I'm going to use two different liners. Now for me, I always like to draw a line outward first to give me like my shape. My One Size Beauty liner, and it has a very precise precision felt tip liner. So we're going to start with this one because this one just gives me that really sharp line. See that? And all it is a line to give me some shape, and then I'll bring it in. And notice I'm going under the hood. I'm not going over it because I don't want my hood to be kind of shut off. And then of course I'll connect it in the front. It's like a line and then a line in, and then I connected it there. This one is my favorite, of course. This is the NYX matte liner. It's a very nice wet brush on liner. So it's like coloring. I'm kind of just filling it in. See that? It's giving me Amy Winehouse vibes. I'm going to go back in with these majestic lashes that I did get from the beauty supply. So check out your local beauty supply. Alright, so the lashes are on, and I know you're thinking, Vanessa, those are so overpowering, but I like them. I just love glamorous stuff. So we're going to kind of finish up the eyes. I'm going to use my same powder that I use on my lids and kind of run this along my lower lash line. I just have to do whatever I do on top down below so they kind of match. I want to take this powder, and this is the dark deep powder by One Size Beauty as well. I'm only going to take a little bit of this because it is a darker color, but I do like to finish off the rest of my face with this. It just looks really soft and pretty. Pretty much blended all the way. All I have to do now is, you know, add a little bit of bronzer, not too much. I'm going to take a little bit, guys. Just a little. Where's my foundation brush? Because sometimes I can go a tad bit overboard on things, and that's why I like this brush, because it really gets to all of my problem areas without any issues. Also, I'm going to add a matte blush, and this is Burnt Pepper by MAC. It's giving me holiday cheer vibes. Let's take my Morphe Continuous Spray to spray myself down and kind of let that settle in the skin. While that's going ahead and drying, I'm going to add just a tad bit more of this. Right? And then I'm going to add some mascara. This is a new mascara. It's called the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. And I know some of you guys are feeling that. Me too. So then I'm going to go ahead and get under my eyes. I just love that. It just brings everything together. I'm just taking whatever was left on my highlighting brush. Whenever the holidays come around, this is my absolute favorite lipstick. And this is by Too Faced. It's the Melted Matte Lipstick in the shade Lady Balls. I'm loving this. I like to apply my lipstick in layers, so I'll do my bottom lip and then I'll go ahead and finish off on top. So let me go ahead and get this hair together and then I'll be right back for the finish look. This pretty much wraps up my rendition of a holiday makeup look. Are you loving it as much as I am? It's so glam, but it's not like over the top, you know? I'm about to go snap it up for the gram. I hope you guys really do enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing you in the rest of Vlogmas. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.